Excited, yeah. It's fun. We knew we'd be back here, so fans have been waiting a few away games now for us to come back. So we're excited to be back in front of our home crowd.
Do you think that you guys are doing things differently here at the Bell Center to have a little bit more success?
No, I think it's just it's our game. I don't think it's place or setting. I think maybe just situation in the series or whatever. But I think it's a big game tonight after they get one last game. We've been doing a good job of bouncing forward, as Marty says, to win after losses. So we got to keep doing that and find ways to elevate our chance to win tonight.
Nick said yesterday that you guys have to win at home to win the series. I'm sure that you share this idea.
Yeah, for sure. You got to win at home. Got to use that as an advantage. It should be in playoffs. You get last change. You get the crowd behind you, and I think we can be better at home for sure, and look to bring that tonight.
That might be the case. How can you generate more offense against them tonight?
Yeah, I think just simplifying a little bit. I think there's ways that we know we can be better offensively, and they're a good defensive team. Obviously, it's a tight checking game out there, but I think if we trust our skill and trust our game a bit in certain areas of the ice, I think we'll get a few more looks.
They've hit you a ton in the last game. How can you work around that?
Did you say hit? Sorry.
Hits,
yeah. They're physical. It's playoff hockey. It's their brand as well. So we can match that. We're comfortable playing in those type of games. And I think just playing around their pressure is huge. You got to be able to release it from their pressure when they come in waves and come hard at you. And like I said, we have the skill to be able to do that. So confident.
I think it's in 6 of the past 9 games.
Dernière saison, mais là, tu vois vraiment, je pense, la meilleure version de Jayden. Puis, non, on est vraiment content de la façon qu'il joue pour nous.
Les Canadiens roulent un petit peu plus que 30 mises en échec par game. C'était le cas de la dernière, entre autres. Là. C'est-tu un facteur pour vous autres? Est-ce que c'est un facteur qui vous a empêché de déployer votre game d'après toi?
Tu veux dire le fait qu'on se fasse...
Le fait qu'il y ait beaucoup de mises en échec de l'autre côté. C'était votre cas contre le Lightning, entre autres.
Ouais.
Mais...
Je pense pas que ça affecte notre match. Je pense qu'on l'a démontré qu'on est capable de jouer peu importe quelle sorte de match qui se présente à nous. Peut-être que la façon dont ils jouent, c'est peut-être une équipe qui est plus difficile à frapper de notre côté, mais non, ça change pas notre approche, ça change pas notre plan de match. On veut jouer de notre façon, on veut jouer notre brand, puis tant mieux pour eux s'ils sont capables de donner en moyenne un peu plus que 30 mises en échec par match, mais on veut vraiment mettre l'emphase sur nous, puis on sait ce qu'on doit faire pour avoir du succès.
Hier, votre capitaine.
To get through the neutral zone with them, Southern defense backing up a bit more?
I think we could do a better job of coming together and supporting the guy with the puck, giving up some options. If they're going to give you that room, you obviously got to take it and be calculated with that. But you can hold on to pucks longer and try to make more plays.
Josh Anderson was one of the guys that the veterans was here during the dark days. I'm wondering what he meant to you guys, the younger guys, in the rebuild to just sort of keep things pushing forward with the belief.
Josh has always been, that guy. I think, throughout his whole career, he's played the same way and been effective. Whether that's physically, off the puck, with the puck. He's a guy that plays direct, and you kind of know what you're going to get. But he's been unbelievable so far for us, and definitely a guy that we look to kind of find offense and create some energy.
What do you mean to you guys in the younger guys, especially when things weren't going as well? Maybe things were, there's lots of losses piling up in the darker days.
Honestly, he's a positive guy. He's always trying to find good things to look to, and he's the guy that always kept it light throughout those times. I think he's not really the oldest guy still. He still feels like he's one of us, and he's gone with us throughout this whole process. So he's been a huge part of that, and a big reason why we're here today.
What makes Jayden Gooley so good right now?
Try to extend some shifts and stack some good shifts together.
Lane, it's clear they're coming after you physically. Is there anything you can do to help avoid getting hit as much as they are going after you? Or?
We'll see. There's adjustments to be made all the time, but I'm not too worried about it. It's been happening all playoffs for everyone, so it's not just me, it's everyone. We got a big, strong team, and they use their strength. Yeah.
Just a quick one about Juraj.
We're good?
Yeah.
Hoping we can, find that chemistry again.
Un peu la même chose, mais en français. Si jamais tu reviens dans le line-up, qu'est-ce que tu peux apporter à l'équipe dans cette série?
Ma vitesse, jouer avec beaucoup de pace, être responsable autour de la patinoire, puis mon physique, ma vitesse. Je sais que quand je fais ça, quand j'utilise ces qualités-là, j'ai beaucoup de succès, puis j'espère que ça va être bien ce soir-là.
Dirais-tu que le style des Kings te convient particulièrement, que c'est un bon fit?
Je pense que oui. Je sais qu'ils jouent beaucoup de 1 contre 1 autour de la patinoire, puis je pense avec ma physique, puis avec ma vitesse, que je peux avoir du succès contre le man-on-man. Puis j'ai vu un peu la façon qu'ils jouent, puis d'après moi, je pense que je devrais avoir du succès là-dedans.
Tu l'as vécu de la passerelle, tu l'as vécu sur la patinoire.
T'entends-tu? Tu m'entends? C'est bon? OK.
Any questions? Please raise your hand, wait for the mic. We'll start the second row in the middle.
Question for you, Juraj. You were close to win the last game, but you had only 12 shots on net. How can you generate more shots and more offense against the Canes?
Well, I think we talked about it this morning, and yeah, I think it's popular now that we don't tell you guys what we got to change. So I'm not gonna tell you, but I think we got the recipe for that for sure.
Is it something easy to fix or?
I think with the amount of skill that this team has, yeah, I think it should be easy for us. It's just up to us if we can translate it to the game at night.
Maybe you won't like this question about the power play then. No, just seriously, when you guys are really strong on the power play, what are the 2 or 3 ingredients that go into that?
Well, I think we just read of each other, have a good pace without the puck, and then obviously with the puck, and we're just in a attacking mode, and that's what we got to do. And same thing as 5-on-5. We got all the skill we need. It's just up to us. We got to execute.
Jayden, I'm just wondering how you've adapted to walking into a very high-paced series. You didn't play for a while. Like, what was that? And then you got some minutes in Game 1 and played a significant role. What was that process like for you? How long did it take you to get up to speed, and how do you feel you've done in these 2 games?
Oh, honestly, not too bad. I played the first series. Obviously sat the second, but I think right away, like the first shift, you get back into it, and you got adrenaline, and obviously it's a huge series, so it's pretty easy to get back into it. But I think it's been going well. Just playing hard and trying to play simple and hard, and just do my role. Not try to do too much, and it's been going pretty good.
You're right. Last game, Carolina had 30 body checks over against you. Would you say that you have to match this number to having more the puck, at your point of view?
I wouldn't say so. Obviously, we can hit a little more, but it's not only about the hits. I feel like we can keep the puck more, and we can skate with the puck more, and then obviously when you have the puck, you're not really hitting. So, but obviously we could use more physicality, but I don't think that's the main issue.
You're just wondering what Josh Anderson meant for you earlier in your career. He's obviously stepped up for you guys in the playoffs. What has he meant behind the scenes for you personally?
I think he's been great. I sit next to him in the locker room, so he taught me a lot. Just talking to him, the way he sees the game, the way he's trying to set himself up to have a good shift, the way he uses his body, and he's been great. It's a type of guy you want to have in your locker room when you're young, and you have a big body like me. So he's been great, and hopefully we have a lot more time together.
Juraj, when you're playing at the Bell Center and the crowd is on the edge of their seat, they're on the ride with you guys, every high and every low. Like, how do you manage those moments in the game?
I try to not really pay attention to the crowd. Obviously, you can hear them, but just trying to be focused on what's happening in front of you on the ice, and just play hard and be focused on my teammates, not the outside world or outside the ice.
Thanks for your time, guys.
Thanks. Job, Struble.
Nice takedown the other night, man. Yeah. Bon matin.
Dans le dernier match, les Canes ont eu un peu plus que 30 mises en échec contre vous. Dans la série contre Tampa, c'était vous autres qui avez ces chiffres-là. Est-ce que tu crois que établir votre game davantage passe par ça, ou si pour toi, c'est pas un facteur?
Non, ça fait partie de ça. Il faut essayer de... pour aller forechecker, il faut que tu amènes des rondelles aux bonnes places pour aller mettre des mises en échec, ça c'est sûr. Dans notre zone, c'est sur les... Si on les premières touches dans notre zone, il faut amener de la physicalité. Ça fait partie de ça. Il va falloir qu'on fasse un meilleur job là-dessus, ça c'est sûr.
Salut Martin, tu viens de parler de l'échec avant. Joe Veleno qui a joué 6 matchs contre les Sabres, qu'est-ce qui peut vous amener et vous aider justement dans ce département-là ce soir contre les Kings?
Je pense qu'il est capable d'amener de la pesanteur et de la rapidité.
Salut Martin. Vous avez donné 2 buts très tôt contre les Hurricanes jusqu'ici. C'est arrivé quelques fois contre les Sabres aussi. As-tu une genre d'explication sur comment ça se fait que vous donnez aussitôt dans ces 2 séries-là? Pour vous répondez vite, ce qui est la bonne nouvelle, mais vous
c'est pas idéal. C'est pas idéal, c'est sûr, mais j'aime mieux perdre de bonheur que perdre à la fin.
Just wanted to ask you about Josh Anderson and what he meant to the young guys when they were building towards this. What did he mean in the room for the young players, guys like Slavnik, Cole, in terms of being a pro?
Yeah, I feel when you start a rebuild, it's not ideal for the veteran players. I don't think it helps them. But I think they bought into, we're going to turn this around slowly but gradually. And I'm so happy that we were able to execute, I guess, what we thought we could, so that they can, reap the benefit of being patient with us and being good mentor leaders for the group. And we have many of those guys, I think about Andy, Galley, and, the Mathesons, and, those guys have been big. We had Savvy, who, was a big part of that, where, there's, you have to be patient, but I feel like they could see the vision and they want to be part of it.
Marty, I'm wondering what you're seeing on your power play, but more specifically the entries that maybe are giving you a little trouble.
Yeah, how many power plays have we had? 4. Exactly. So I'm not too concerned. Can we be better? Yes, but I need to see more.
Stay in the same row. Eric? Just on the power play, how do you... They put so much pressure after you break the zone. How do you get the second play so that you can get to the third and the fourth and the...
Yeah, need balance, need execution. You gotta let the puck do the work. You gotta play fast, and it's hard to play fast if you don't have the balance. If you don't have the balance, the puck can't do the work. So, I feel like, in a sense, Buffalo tried to bring a lot of pressure, and we were able to break it, and we just haven't had enough time to see if we can break it. We haven't had many power plays. And I know we've had 4, but those were cut. Like, they weren't full power plays. Like, I'm confident that we can, just got to have more opportunities.
Third row on the right, Kenzie.
Bonjour, Martin. We hear you say just play the game that's in front of you. And at times, players want to play to their identity. If they're a goal scorer, they want to score the goals. But maybe what's in front of them is a hard defensive zone shift. So that mindset of play the game that's in front of you, was it hard to instill in them when that messaging first came across to the group?
Well, I think it's convincing them over time by showing examples and, because playing the game that's in front of you it's not the same thing all the time. It depends. Sometimes it's a defensive shift. Sometimes it's an offensive shift. Sometimes, it's so many different situations. But if you don't have your mind made up, I want to do this the next shift. I want to do that the next shift. They all like certain things to do. I just don't know if the game is going to give them that then. And they might see something that they like to do like 3 times in one shift. And they might not see that for another 4 shifts. I don't know. So for me, like, you want to raise the percentages for your team to win. You got to play the game that's in front of you and do the things that the game is asking you at that time. And we know we have guys that are elite in different things, and those situations will present itself throughout a game. I just don't know when. And I feel like our understanding of that, is a sign of maturity. And I feel when you have maturity in your group, I feel you're constantly raising the percentages of winning hockey games.
Bonjour Martin. En excluant la COVID, où il y avait des restrictions en termes de spectateurs ici, ça va être le premier match final d'association au Centre Bell en 3e ronde. Là. La dernière fois que c'est arrivé, c'était toi avec les Rangers qui étaient ici au Centre Bell. Tu avais même marqué dans le match numéro 2 ici. Tes souvenirs de cette confrontation-là, puis notamment les matchs ici en 3e ronde?
Ben, cette ronde-là m'a dit, franchement, là, j'étais pas mal engourdi durant cette ronde-là. Puis, c'était un moment, ma mère est décédée, on l'a enterrée entre les 2 matchs. Fait que j'ai pas une grosse mémoire, me dire de quoi sur cette ronde-là. Mais je sais quelle sorte d'énergie que le building amène. Tu sais, je sais, là, en tant que finale de conférence, c'est quoi? C'est le 7e match là, qu'on joue ici? En série? T'sais, ça va être plus fort côté volume. Je sais pas si ça peut être plus fort. C'est déjà très fort. Puis je pense qu'on on devrait être capable de s'habituer à ce chaos-là, ce volume-là. Puis juste de mon propre de mon angle à moi sur le banc, comme le bruit fait moins partie de ça, plus que ça l'avance, parce que tu es habitué.
On Kapanen, the game didn't end the way anybody would have liked for him a couple nights ago. How can he use that as a learning opportunity to stay in the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, Cappy's going to be out tonight, and it's not necessarily for that. We feel like Carolina brings a lot of heaviness and speed, and I feel like Joey can give us that. I think for any young players, there's learning moments, whether you're in the lineup, out of that lineup. He's a young guy. I'm sure he's going to keep progressing.
Salut Martin, je voulais continuer sur Kapanen, justement. C'est un gars qui a marqué 22 buts cette année, joué les 82 matchs. Ça reste un jeune attaquant, c'était une recrue. Est-ce que son style de jeu était plus difficile ou cadrait moins dans un trio plus défensif, un 4e trio? En saison, il y a eu beaucoup de succès avec Demidov. Est-ce que tu sens qu'il se cherchait un petit peu depuis le début?
Je sais pas exactement c'est quoi. Je sais il y a eu une très bonne saison pour nous autres. Il n'a peut-être pas fait une année comment il aurait aimé. Mais tu sais, comme entraîneur, tu te fais diriger d'une direction. Puis c'est la direction que j'ai prise présentement. Puis c'est ça que je vais faire.